Welcome back. Welcome back. We're back out. We're on the coast. You'll all be pleased to know I haven't gone completely freshwater mad. Yeah, we're back out on the coast. We're at Mostyn, my arch nemesis. But you might have also seen on Facebook and stuff, I injured my back at the gym the other week, and I am still struggling, to be honest. My ultimate destination would have been Anglesey today, but after a 2-hour drive, whoa, my back was in ruins. So thought, let's go Mostyn. Oh, hello. Is that a bite or has it come loose again? No, I think it's just come loose. Anyway, 8.4 metre tides today, so not the best conditions for Mostyn, fishing wise. Big tides, building tides, and I can already hear Uncle Darren, Shorgers UK, in the comments going, I told you not to fish there. Mate, I read your guide to Mostyn that you sent me a dozen times. The beaches where I know Darren says to fish on tides like this, there's 3 or 4 guys already set up over on the beach, but everybody also tells me you're wasting your time if you haven't got peeler, and I haven't got peeler. So we're here, we're going to have to raise. Set up on the corner. We are going to struggle with tide. I took both of those rods towards the boats. You might be able to see one has settled sort of down here somewhere, and the other one that I put out trying to get on the sandbar over on the other side is round and over towards Liverpool way. Today is all about an easy session. Like I say, the weather has been spectacular this last week. I am here just to enjoy myself, to sit in the sun on a rock, watch my rods, and if they do nothing all day, they do nothing all day, and I'm perfectly happy with it. So, like I say then folks, today is all about the raise. We've got 2 big rods out, so I've got the Any Fish Anywhere Tournament Match Pro, and I've got the Achios Creed. Both of those have got pulley pennel rigs on. One has got triple sand eel at the minute, and the other has got a big slab of bluey. 4.0 Cox and Roll octopus hook at the top and a 3.0 Innova Tamers hook at the bottom. So no monster setup by any means, but more than capable of finding us a few rays if they're about. Yeah, so I really had no idea where we were going to end up today and what we were going to fish for. So on the van, I've got every conceivable option. Like I say, we've got 2 big rods out at the minute. It's fairly snaggy here. Hopefully we're going to get into some big fish. On the van, I've got Achios rods. I've got Fury, Endurance, Kiori, the Airlight. I've got Ron Thompson accelerator. I've got Any Fish Anywhere GBFS Pro. There's not too many rods that I've left in the garage, to be honest. The intention of today is just to come out and enjoy my fishing. I really enjoy it. So I'm going to get a smaller rod set up. I have got some frozen blacks with me, and just try and chuck that in sort of far left, try and get it out of the run. And to be fair, I could even just set up one of the bigger rods, but I've only got a small reel with me, so we'll probably go for the Airlight. Chuck a 2-hook flapper or something like that. I might have a couple of flatty rigs in there. Chuck that far left, try and get it out of the tide, try and get it out of the current, and sat on the mud, just with some frozen lug on. Like I say, most people swear that you need peeler on here for place and stuff, which is understandable. I haven't got any. I haven't managed to stock up on any peeler yet, so we might be wasting our time. That's one of the debates that I've got, is do we fish here until high water, or until the current starts taking us the other way and it becomes unfishable again, and then do we look at moving round and going over by the boats and have a go for the place. But like I say, I've only got frozen blacks, so I don't know if I'll be wasting my time, and it's a fair walk. Or the other option that we've got is we could go Talaka, but again, I haven't got peelers. I've only really known it do really well for smooth hands there. and really without peelers or we're going to be wasting our time. For now though, like I say, I'm just going to kick back, enjoy this sun, finish my coffee, just come out and enjoy myself. So far the weather is living up to expectations. There's a very slight breeze. It's looking like it's going to be 23, 24 degrees. On that note, I'm going to get a third rod set up and we're just going to prat about for the day really and see if we can't find some fish. Right, third rod, Achios Airlight. Like I say, I've just got a 2-hook flapper. These are cheap rigs. I think most tackle shops stock them now. I think they're about £1.20 or something like that. I wouldn't want to trust them with any more than a 4 ounce. But 4 ounce gripper, and then, so it's 2-hook flapper, size 4 hooks, if you can see that. Size 4 hook, all I've done is press some green and black beads over the hook. And then I'm not even sure you could class these as frozen worms. I think these are just dehydrated worms now. They've been in and out of the freezer that many times. But, oh, hello. No, just come loose again. And like I say, this is literally just going to get stuck somewhere along here, hopefully out of that tide. Somewhere around there-ish. That's it then. 3 rods all set up. Little airlight down there. 2 big rods with the ray baits. It's probably time to look at changing baits. I think they've probably been out there 20-25 minutes. And knowing this mark, they've probably been stripped clean by crabs. The first question will be, can we get this back? Or are we snagged up? Is that why it's not come all the way around? Oh, tighten that drag down a bit. I feel like it's coming actually. That's come back quite easy. It's not in yet though. Oh, there we go. There's the snags and there's my shock leader. Oh, you lot. Oh, I don't think I've got the strength to bloody pull it out either. I'm not going down on that green stuff. The line is literally about 5 feet into the water and that's my shock leader knot. Let's go for a walk, shall we? Come back this way. Try this side instead. Must be an absolute tackle graveyard down there. Bet you could retire on the amount of leads that's stuck in these ledges. Gently, gently is not doing it. First rig gone. 3, 2, oh! Now then. Oh. This is why you need to catch rays, because they come up on the surface. Oh, that is one down. Oh, some good pops then. Oh, to be honest, should we just snag that other rod up and just have a nap? That'd be alright, wouldn't it? I'll take that. Just pack the gear away. Pack the gear away, do an outro, say bye to you lot. Just chill out here. Bring you a bit closer, shall we? We're all friends, aren't we? There we go, that's better, isn't it? Although you probably can't see me because the sun's right over my shoulder. But how are we all doing? Let's do a bit of a check-in. We haven't done one of them for a while, have we? Personally, very, very busy. I mentioned it in the freshwater fishing video. New job. We moved house last year into a house with quite a big garden. This year I've been making a concentrated effort to try and get the garden under control, and I think we're just about getting there now. Jack's loving it. Jack's 2 now, he's walking. He's just loving being out in the garden and being able to explore. We are expecting, so we've got baby number 2 due end of August, and with Jack being premature, we have had just about every consultant in Derby, it seems. But things are going well, everything looks good, everything looks the way it should be, so fingers crossed that's all going to go according to plan. Counselling, I mentioned it before and I'll mention it again because I think it's really important. I had counselling before and I thought that was a crock of what's it. So it's CBT that I'm having at the minute, cognitive behavioural therapy. But no, this woman is on another level, really good. Has asked questions and made me think about things that I never thought of before. Yeah, I'm in quite a positive place, but at the same time, I know there's people out there who are going through a lot of stuff, who are maybe busy with stuff that they don't want to be busy with, or are battling things that they don't want to be battling. So yeah, on that note, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're okay. I hope you're looking after yourselves and getting outside and getting some fresh air, some green and blue. So yeah, I encourage everybody to try and do that if you can. And if you can't, like I say, please reach out, get some help, talk to people. Let's have some successes. Let's have some positives in the comments, shall we? Let's, if you've had a little win, it doesn't need to be the lottery. Let's have some positivity in the comments, shall we? Drop your little win in, and let's try and inspire some people or put a smile on some people's faces. All right, I haven't put out the other rod yet. I had a little thought. This one's come round so far, let's see if we can get this one back in. Wine like bugger. Looks like the shock lead or not. Or is it just some crap? It's got to be some crap. Oh, we're up, we're in. Right then, as you were, folks, it looks like that bait is pretty much intact. Right then, we are rebaited. Oh, I suppose you want to see the baits, don't you? Literally just a small squid. It's a special squid though, very special squid. It's got my own special sauce all over it. That sounds as bad as it. Oh. Yeah, so you might remember, if you watched the video where I went after the flounders, I got some leftover yellowtail as well. I popped them and froze them, but what I did is I squirted the water out of them into a tray, and I'd got sort of 3/4 of a packet of squid left over that was still frozen. I basically left that soaking in that and frozen it in that, so it's almost marinated in yellowtails. So put that well up there. There we go, we're fishing, and I've decided as well, executive decision, just sticking with these two rods. I'm not going to put another big one out. Let's just stick with these. Oh, and by the way, if you are down here fishing and you've come back to your van and there's some cardboard over your number plate, yeah, that was me. Sorry about that. But what I don't want to do is inadvertently do some filming and get somebody's number plate in the background. So if you've come back to your van and you think it's been vandalised, no, it was just me trying to protect your reg number. Sorry about that. I'll tell you what, folks, it might not be the most action-packed video, but Crocs on. I think the hoodie's going to have to come off in a minute. Look, just look at them conditions. Absolute stunning day to be out by the water. Just the gentle lapping of the waves. I don't care if we're blank. There you go. That's the new bait. Nice proud hook points. Plenty of blood, guts, smell, scent. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the channel. 4 ounce has still come round to our right, so there is still some tide pulling through. So I'm going to go over there. Not too big a chuck. Give it plenty of line. Down she goes, down, 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 down. And hopefully that should settle just about in front of us. Looks like these lads are doing a bit of filming. I don't know who it is though. If you notice, recognise the channel, shout them out in the comments. Jesus, but that is a bite. That is a definite bite. I was just back and forth with Tommy on WhatsApp. He's come down with a bit of a bug. Thinks he's eating something dodgy. But so I was just, obviously, as a good mate, sending him messages of support and deals for toilet roll and stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, and debating where we're going to go later, and then I looked up and this hopefully that's a nice little place that's just come down and sat on that. And then yeah, we were just debating doing something a little bit different. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the big rod in, because, well, frankly folks, I'm nosy and I want to go and see who it is that's filming. And they say the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. So I'm not going to bother putting any more baits out here. Like I say, this one's come all the way around and then sat over there. So I think the tide's starting to ebb, although it's still sat at exactly the same water level on the shoreline. But I think what we're going to do is reel in and head down and onto the beach and go and be nosy, see who's down there, see how they've got on. And I'm literally just going to take a pack of worms with me, the air light, and my camera stand, and that'll be it. Zero bait, that's why we're not catching nothing on this. Zero bait, picked completely clean. In fact, I'm going to leave you recording. Oh, there we go. There, look at that. Bang on cue. Oh, you are joking me. How? Why? What the hell happened there? That has literally snapped in mid-air. I don't believe that. Well folks, I'm not gonna lie, that's really pissed me off. More so for the fact that there is now what looked like a good fish out there with possibly 50-60 yards of braid and a rig in it, because that is annoying, and I now don't want to use this reel because, well, why is the braid just snapping? Is it just that it's been on there too long? Is it that there was some sort of structure down there? I don't know. There's a little bit of weed there. I mean, the braid feels good. There's no, it's not frayed, it's not jagged, it doesn't look tired and worn, or there's nothing wrong with that braid. Well, that is disappointing, to say the least. Right then folks, we are on the move. I've picked my lip up. I mean, still sickened by the events that just took place, but I'm stop being dramatic, pick my lip up, and head down onto the beach, like I say. Now, the plan was to head down onto the beach. Oh, hold on. The plan was to head down onto the beach just with the air light, but I don't fancy using that little Spyro with that braid on. Like I say, it's my lure setup. It's probably been used and abused. Should have been replaced a while back, but I don't want to risk casting with it. But like I say, I've got a full arsenal, so I have brought with me the Fury, the new FX420 twin tip, and on there I've got a 2-hook clip down rig, size 1 hooks. Just stuck some beads on. I've got in my front pocket a wrap of blacks, a pair of forceps, and go down onto the beach and give it a go down there for an hour. Like I say, the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over, isn't it? Just going to see who's down here fishing, shall we? Right then, this is the new setup then. So, like I say, we've got the Fury FX420 twin tip. Just got my camera stand. And we're out there, we are fishing. So, that's us. Very, very simple setup. Like I say, probably give it an hour down here on the beach. See if we can't find something. It still stings. It still stings, folks. Now then, the big test will be, can we get this back out of the mud? There is a massive ledge out there. This sounds really gravelly and I don't know why. It's coming back all right so far. And there's that big ledge. Come on. Here she comes. So I'm glad that I didn't bring that little reel with that braid on. There we go. Up and over the bank. So, like I say, you've got to get a decent chuck, get it out there, get over that ridge and into some decent water. The two lads next to me have been having some decent fish out of it. But yeah, you've got to put a good cast on it. Let's get rebaited, put it back out there. Right. Now, like I say, you've got to hit some distance to get out and onto the mud. Out and into the decent water. So, let's give it some. Not the best, but hopefully it should do. There you are, look, that is the sort of stuff that we're fishing over now. And if I put my boot in there, soft, sticky, sinky, horrible, claggy stuff. But the police love it. And also, you know that the tide's really pushing out. Look at how flat calm it is out there. Just listen to the water. There we go. Right, so earlier on I said that there were two lads down here fishing and I thought one of them was filming. Mr. Paul Brooks.
How do you do?
So, you've been down here, what, you've been down here 5-6 hours?
About 4 hours, roughly about 4.
So they were here just as I pulled up. And you've not had a bad session, have you, really?
No, not really. I had one nice big flounder and that was it. But Connor, rod of the day, Connor.
So there you are. If you want to see more of that and see people actually catch fish, because I'm not doing too good today, you'll have to check out Paul's channel. Go on.
It's Jolly Boys Sea Angling for All, Paul and Trev's Adventures.
There you go. Yeah, loads of fishing, local fishing.
Yeah, local fishing, do a lot of local. We go up the coast, we go down to South Wales. We do a lot of boat fishing. A
good mix, and he's also just given me a couple of crabs, so I think I'm going to lace them on, and those will be my last casts, because, well, I'm now the only one.
What I would do is move round to the corner now, Alex, and fish off the corner there by them big stones.
You mean the place I was fishing earlier?
That's it,
always get Mostyn wrong.
You'll get them there.
Top tips. Right, let's go and have...
Also pick a ray up there and all. Because you're in the channel, see.
Yeah. Right, we're going to give it another half hour. Right, well, I've literally been over talking to Brooksy for 2 or 3 minutes because he was heading off for his dinner. And that is how far out the water's gone already. And like I say, this is just flat mud all the way out there until you hit that channel. So, like he says, I'm going to move around back to where we were earlier. Fish the back of the channel, not cast too far, fish this way, not out into the big channel that we were fishing earlier. And we'll have one last cast, I reckon. One last chance. There we go. 2 lovely little crab baits. Like I say, I haven't brought scissors or anything like that, so I've butchered it with my forceps. But 2 little crab baits. I'm slathered up lead. I'll tell you one thing. I ain't washing my fingers in that lot. Disgusting. Dread to think with the state of the water companies these days. Dread to think what all that lot is. Like I say, this is the last cast. So let's make it a good one. It doesn't really need to go that far, I don't think. But try and put it out the backside of that buoy, because I know then with the tide running right to left, the rope is going to be out to the right of it. Hopefully that has just landed us straight in that fish. There we have it, the final setup of the session. Rods out, crabs out. I'm happy. No fish, gutted to have lost that nice one over the way, but I mean, look at this. Sun's on my face. There's a very nice gentle breeze. To be honest, I could do with taking this hoodie off, but I can't be arsed carrying it back to the van either. Yeah, absolutely lovely day to be out fishing. Great to be out, fresh air. Still no idea where we're heading to next. Yeah, I genuinely don't know where to go. We could go and try a beach a bit further around the coast. Try for some bass, a few bits and pieces. We could go try Perch Rock, go for the rays, because like I say, almost all the baits that I've got are all heavy rays, anglosy type baits. So we could go around there. I haven't even got the bait pump in the van, so I can't go pumping fresh worm. I'm going to call it quits there. If this last cast does result in anything, I'll stick it in right about now. If not, thank you very much for watching. I've really enjoyed myself. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, wherever we end up, take care and tight lines.